Welcome to Chat News. As Christine Mboma of Namibia moved up from 5th place toward a silver medal in the homestretch of the women's Olympic 200 meters on Tuesday, she began screaming in what appeared to be a mix of exertion and elation. Just 18, Mboma finished second to Elaine Thompson-Herah of Jamaica in 21.81 seconds, the fastest time ever run by a woman under 20 years old. She called her performance the best race of her young life. Yet Mboma was precluded from competing in Tokyo in what is perhaps her best event, the 400 meters, because of restrictions governing women with a rare genetic condition that results in naturally elevated testosterone levels. Her stirring performance in the 200 meters reignited a complicated debate, and no doubt added to some public confusion about who should be allowed to compete in certain women's running events. And while World Athletics, the sport's global governing body, defended its rules, critics said that Tuesday's 200-meter race raised questions about the scientific precision and validity of restrictions placed on athlete eligibility in women's races from 400 meters to the mile. Mboma and her Namibian teammate Beatrice Masalini, who finished 6th in the 200 meters, have run 3 of the 4 fastest times in the world this year at 400 meters. Last month, though, they were declared ineligible for the 400 at the Olympics by World Athletics. On Monday, Masalini called the ruling very cruel. Namibia's Olympic Committee said in a statement in July that Mboma and Masalini had naturally high levels of testosterone and were unaware of it until they underwent a medical assessment at a training camp in Italy. The 2 sprinters were declared ineligible for the 400 meters, according to rules pertaining to athletes with so-called disorders of sexual development, or DSDs, the Namibian committee said. World Athletics rules require that affected athletes who want to compete in women's running events from 400 meters to the mile, events that require a combination of speed and endurance, must first reduce their elevated testosterone levels below the normal male range. Mboma and Masalini qualified for and entered the Olympic 200 meters, which is not governed by the testosterone restrictions. The World Athletics rules do not restrict athletes who simply have naturally high testosterone levels. They govern intersex athletes with a disorder of sexual development known as 46Z-DSD. These athletes have an X and Y chromosome in each cell, the typical male pattern, genitalia that are not typically male or female, and testosterone in the male range, which, doctors say, suggests testicular tissue or internal testes.